Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. This is In the Divide, where we bring in all things crypto together with Algorand. And today we're here. We're going to be talking the GameFi. I'm going to introduce you to this game, and I keep forgetting the pronunciation of it. I keep
It's
going between Tedder.
it's Trantorian.
Yeah, I keep saying Tarantino. I keep wanting to say Tarantino. So
It's
I want everybody to really understand this is a great game. I've been following it ever since it started. I think people will like it and really get understand when you read the lore. But we're gonna go. We're gonna ask Manuel some questions. Hopefully, we're gonna tap in and find out why we need to be there and how fun it's gonna be. So, with that, Manuel, kind of give us a introductory to how the game came about.
right. So, my name is Manuel. I am the CCO. I started working with the founders, Sebastian and Nicolas, like a year ago. I started working with them in their parent company, the seed company, Interatica. That it's a company where we develop many kinds of software, going from websites to interactive panels to uh, even games, augmented reality, virtual reality. We work with a lot of really big companies. We work mostly with the pharmaceutical industry. What we do there is just what's funding Trantorian. That it's the game that we're developing on Algorand. It's the game. It's a space themed game where we want to bring a lot of different things of gaming that we really enjoy. It's more aimed like a the on a real time forex genre. It's space themed. You're gonna have a lot of different ways of playing it. I mean, you can explore, you can expand, you can manage resources. You have a lot of different styles that we will get into it after. This is how we got to Trantorian and how I met Sebas and Nico. Me myself, I love crypto. I got into it 20 not so long ago, 2020 actually, when COVID hit. I was back in Argentina and I had a little bit more time in my hands, and I started getting into it, and I just fell in love with it. And of course, crypto gaming at the moment at that time, it was kind of the new thing. 2021 was the bigger year, but yeah, I got into it, and the first time I realized that, for example, a skin that I've paid so much money in the past for League of Legends or CS:GO or whatever game I was playing, it could actually be mine. That just blew my mind, and right then and there, I knew that I wanted to do something regarding gaming and crypto or just blockchain.
Yeah, I think everyone really came onto the GameFi, seeing how popular can get with what is that, Axie Infinity.
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely
Yeah,
the game
really,
changer.
yeah, really blew up. Um,
Hmm.
it's kind of why I like the game, because you know how other concepts and games they're fun, but I think the way y'all doing it, there's so much in depth storytelling there. I think
Yeah,
that is a great part to get people immersed into the culture, into the, and I guess you'll call it the lore of it. That it makes it more of a makes it more of something you can invest in.
yeah. For sure. I mean, for us, we're all old school gamers. I mean, I played any game you can put your head around, and I played a lot of kind of competitive games, more to the esports sides. But also, I always like the good lore, a big story. My favorite game of all times, for example, is Diablo Two.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
the it's just a crazy game how they name every item differently based on its characteristics and its stats. So for us, I mean, And same as World of Warcraft, for example. Those are games that always had sustainable economies through longer periods of time, and they had a lot of like big audiences and a lot of people playing. But why? Because it's fun. No one was getting paid for
Yeah.
doing so. I mean, I mean, you could, for example, I'm from Argentina, and Argentina is kind of a weird place where we learn very young what's inflation, how to deal with the economy, and a lot of stuff that I think that's why kind of crypto comes to us so naturally, and and for us, I mean, it was grinding an account at World of Warcraft where you can level it to level 80 or whatever. You could sell it for real money, but it was all illegal, and it wasn't cool. And now you can actually with blockchain you can get to do that and actually being fine because it's how it should be in my opinion, of course.
But that's kind of a good idea because I had people on some various RPG games. They used to sell their RPG game, and it made sense
Yeah,
to me because some of those are. It takes a lot of time and effort to get your thing leveled up to such a high level.
yeah,
To be able to sell it just makes sense. It's like, yeah, it's my hours and my hard time that
exactly.
put into it. So if there's a value for somebody to want to come in with an already buffed out character, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, yeah. And there's people that probably they don't want to do the grind.
Yeah,
They rather pay and just play at the fun level, what they consider a fun level, and
yeah,
just have fun. And once they get bored, they can sell it again.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of yeah,
That's the
it's kind of we're trying to appeal everyone.
yeah. So I'm curious about the ships and stuff like that. How many
Yeah,
ships and things are going to be? You know, I know there's three species, but I'm still
yeah,
stuck on the ships. Some of the designs y'all have. I'm
yeah.
kind of hooked on that.
I'm not the game designer or the game expert, but I know a bit about the game. And for the moment, we have I think between 9 and 10 different kind of spaceships because they're all based on the battle system and what they are going to be doing for you in the battle. It's That's why we have different kind of ships, and then we're playing a little bit with the race because we want to give them an identity.
Yeah,
Now that because that's what we were talking before about the history, the lore. But basically, most of the spaceships will serve the same. I mean, not the same purpose. Once they are in each type of ship, they will do serve the same purpose. I mean,
yeah,
so in battle, it's always balanced, but the exact amounts of ships that that will be minted, I don't know. I mean, Sebas is working on it. He's the tokenomics and the number specialist, and but in our roadmap and in our dark paper, it's already the information that we have within the alpha and the beta and I mean, what we're looking for is organic growth and responsible growth. We don't want to just explode and have a lot of players that are just going to get in, get their money, get their accounts leveled, sell whatever while people is getting in the game and just leave. I mean, we're looking to do a different
yeah,
game, trying to do with a different economy, with kind of we're taking a whole different approach. We're just trying to do a fun game, a traditional game that people just fall in love with and want to play and want to, as you said, want to interact with the story, with the lore. Know that it's not something that is, for us, it's not something that should be fun for a year.
yeah,
We're looking into it at the long run and having something great that can always evolve because
yeah.
that's the beauty about blockchain. We're all learning together and we're all in it together, and you always have to leave the door open for evolution and for getting something better out of the technology.
Yeah. So you do have another component to the game where you can actually buy um, that space or land or
Yeah,
sectors.
land. Yeah. For that kind of gameplay, it's the space tycoon, what we call. You have the fleet commander where you manage your crew, you have your commerce, you can transport cargo, you can explore, and then you go to the land owners that are the space tycoons. There is where we are looking forward to implement the facts of governance. And in the future, of course, we see it as a metaverse where you can actually own your piece of land. We're doing fractional NFTs for those. We're doing only 100 out of 100 for each planet. So you have 100 land rights, a planet where you can own various ones, or you can just have one in one in another. And I mean, what we think about it's like, for example, any other metaverse project, just like Sandbox or Decentraland. I mean, the all the land in the future and the pricing and the cost, it ends up being because of location. And if you're in the city or in the center or there's more, and we kind of look forward to that in the future. And of course, I don't know if you read a little bit in the dark paper, but we even aim at in the future to players and just developers be able to do their mini games if they want in their metaverse in their planet itself, and you're gonna have races or whatever as they do in many other great projects in Algorand. Like you can have it inside ours or in your own land, and you can do whatever you can imagine. You can have bets, you can have whatever.
That's like I said, when I went through it, and I was like I said, I've been actually a part of the Discord for a long time. So,
Thank you.
some of the stuff that the idea and concepts y'all have, it really, it's not one of those things that you played and you burnt out, but it's another part you can invest in that keeps you coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of keep it, that just keeps you involved. This is I
Yep.
won't say it's like a Pokemon effect where you breed, so you have to come back and stuff. You got that kind of level, I think, of technology gaming where you can get immersed in it, and that's what gaming is. When you
Yep.
got a good game, is that you feel a connection to it. You want to make sure it grows and grows, and then you take pride in where you are. So
Yep.
me, I love where there's some kind of versus battle, so I can build it up to see who's better.
Yep.
It's that concept.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all about the latter. I mean, any game I've played or I still play, I want to go up the ladder. I
Yeah,
mean, that's the whole point. Like
yeah,
we're definitely doing a battle system where we want it to be super interesting, and we want it to be able to host tournaments and be able to be something competitive, and it's going to be balanced. I mean, we're trying to, we know that part, even if you have a lot of command points and you're a super experienced battle commander, that has to be balanced and kind of
yeah,
separate. So we're taking that route to have it both gameplays, like an kind of an open world, and then you go to battle, but everything has to be balanced in there.
yeah. So they'll
But
have
yeah,
someone feel like they can't overcome. You know what I'm saying? You got
yeah,
somebody that just got like 10 bazookas, and you trying to figure out
yeah,
how to beat them with a slingshot. It's like, uh,
nah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's the old concept of a pay to win, just a
yeah,
regular video game where you just stack up your characters and you just beat everyone. We don't want that in the
yeah.
competitive sides of it. We just want it balanced and the same thing for everyone. In the open world, it's a different story because that's how it's always been. Like if you grind more and if you're playing 8 hours a day, you deserve to be better ranked and to have a powerful fleet, in my opinion.
So when you first got on to crypto, into the system here, how did you come across Algorand?
Well, Algorand, it's funny because I'm a fan of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and I love Lex Friedman, that it's a podcaster, like kind of a techie. He actually works in AI, and I really like his podcast because he's just a super entertaining guy that makes a lot of hard topics super simple. And he actually works at MIT, and he had Silvio Vitali on his podcast. And that's how I found out about Algorand, and I started following it. I didn't got involved with Algorand until we started the project. I mean, when we started the project back in almost a year ago, like in October last year, we started, of course, researching a little bit about the different blockchains and what were our options out there. And Algorand, it was always the technology safe option. I mean, the for us it was the sane one, and that's how we decided of Algorand. But I came across it because of that podcast, and it was crazy how Silvio talked about it.
Well, having some technical
Yeah, there you
difficulties.
go.
Oh, there. Oh, it's time to go. So, I think that's an intriguing story. I wish that was the way I got onto Algorand. I had to go through many different blockchains that are very suspect and not great. It took me about a year to get here after I initially got into crypto. But
Yeah,
I just the ease of use and everything. It's one of the better blockchains that
yeah,
I've
for
dealt with.
sure.
So,
For sure,
well,
for sure, for sure. I had multiple NFTs and other chains, and I started with other chains. And actually, the time I got to Algorand and I started doing the transactions, and I realized how fast it was, I was like blown away,
yeah.
blown away. Yeah.
So you got the roadmap up. You got some. Do you have any other dates coming up that we need to make sure? I know you do loads of giveaways and
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
We love doing giveaways and just, I mean, what we know is that our efforts for now have to be in building a community and getting some people outside of the Algorand community into Algorand.
yeah,
And we know that giving away NFTs, and that's a good way because that's a just a simple way where we can help Algorand projects and try to get a couple of new wallets or create some new users that we know that once they use it and once they create the wallet, and we've helped a lot of people just helping them create the wallets and getting them the NFT. I mean, we know that the most important part here that we need to do, aside of doing a great game, it's the onboarding and the getting people to Algorand.
yeah,
And yeah, I mean, dates coming. We will try to be releasing we're doing like a restyle, so we just updated our website. We're updating the mobile version of the website because the browser one has a big like a space billboard, and we're just working on it to be able to run in a mobile version. Then we already had our first NFT spaceship reveal. We will have another spaceship coming out pretty soon. We have a couple other more that we already have ready. We just have to finish the little details. We're working again on our races. I mean, we're just trying to get it to a level where we want it to be, and we want to set the bar for what you can expect from us in the future. So we're kind of one upping everything to just set the bar.
So do you have a specific quarter that you're going to be that you want to try to uh, be on mainnet?
On mainnet, it's going to take a long time. I mean, we have the alpha. It's going to be on, of course, in the test net, and it's going to be in eight months from now. We know that those are not the times the I mean the timelines that people in crypto are
Yeah,
used to. But I mean, you're not used to playing a good game in crypto,
yeah,
so
yeah. Don't rush it.
we're taking our
Yeah,
yeah, we're not going to rush it. We know that we're doing a great job developing with the architecture. We've been working a lot on it. The whole HUD, the UX UI. Once we get our first gameplay teaser, like a real gameplay teaser, you're gonna be able to see it probably in the next month. Uh, we're really moving forward, and we want to do it the right way. And probably the biggest challenge we have, it's the connection with the blockchain, meaning we have to make it as simple as possible as you can. We've been talking with many of the folks at the Algorand Foundation, PG mostly. And that's something that we always kind of come together. That the user has to not even realize that he's on
yeah,
blockchain. I mean,
yeah.
we're trying to get gamers, not
Yeah.
DeFi or blockchain people. I mean, we're trying to get both, but the challenge here is bringing people from outside and just making it as simple as we can for them,
I
even
think
by onboarding them or just making it simple in the game.
I think that's the best way to bring on people who are not in it to try to make it rich. You know, there's a lot
Yeah,
of people who come to crypto that are just looking for a lottery ticket, and they don't
yeah,
really understand the nuances. They don't care about anything else. But this should turn into $100 by next week. And they leave because they discouraged because the ups and downs. But if you have a solid game, you can ask anybody to come in, and once they're in and see and invested in the game, they can actually explore without the mindset of looking for the lottery ticket because it's $1 billion now. So
yeah.
you know, uh, so why don't you give people the places that you are can reach, look into the information on the Discord.
First, yeah. For us, our best places are, of course, Discord. Discord is where we kind of keep our daily touch with the community. We're building a great community. I mean, we're going for an organic community. We don't want to just get a huge amount of people that are just desperate for a whitelist spot or just getting in early. We want people that really want to engage with the development, and we really listen what you think and what everyone has to say. We take it into consideration when we make our decisions, and that's super important for us. Twitter, of course, it's at Trantorian underscore NFT. That's our main source of information for everyone. We have our link tree, of course, where you can see our Medium posts. We're trying to be pretty transparent about all the decisions we make, the tokenomics and everything. We come out with a Medium where we explain everything a little bit more in detail. And our dark paper is always updated. We're always constantly working on it. If we have someone new in the team, we add it. If we do a little change on the gameplay that we can tell you about, we are always updating everything that we can. And of course, the website that it's trantorian.com.
All right. Well, you hear it. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good game. Just from the art and the stuff that they're putting into it, the time and care. I just want y'all to go to the Discord, visit the Discord, visit it, look at it, be a part of it. I'm telling you, that's going to be a great game. And like I said, I'm hooked from almost the word go. Read the lore. Go on the Discord and read the
Yeah.
lore, and you'll be grabbed. You'll be wondering what's next, like me. So, Manuel, thanks for the time. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I can't wait. Well, you just told me I have to wait, so I will wait till next week. So I'll be
Yeah.
looking to get. I'm not an NFT person, so I'm not really in
Yeah.
things for the NFT. But I can't wait to get one of those ships. But
Yeah. Thank you.
so, all right.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you
Thank
again,
you, man.
and I will see you later.
Have a great day.
All right.
Bye, man.
Bye. All right. You heard from Manuel. I'm telling you, the Algorand community is doing some good things. They got some good projects coming down the pike. Look, I need you to go on, find him on Discord, find him on Twitter, resources. Let's have the community come together. This is Sam Houston, hoping that your tomorrows are better than your today. And I'm out.